Hi everyone, this is George Cook of African American Reports. This past weekend there were protests in Charlottesville, Virginia against the removal of the Robert E. Lee statue in town. There were protests on both sides. More people for the removal of the flag came out than the members of the Ku Klux Klan who came out. And those members for the removal included Black Lives Matter and regular members of the community who were against this symbol of hate. And what's odd is that when I say against this symbol of hate, Robert E. Lee was also against Confederate memorials. He believed that they would only increase the divisiveness in this country. And he believed that so much so that he was not buried in a Confederate uniform. There were no Confederate flags at his funeral. And he even refused to raise money for Confederate memorials later in his life. And he tried to do things to promote the United States, not the Confederacy. And that's often forgotten when we talk about recognizing history, recognizing the Confederacy. And then when you look at his gravesite, there are no Confederate flags in the old pictures. Those pictures were added later. Like many Confederate monuments and flags that are being raised, those were decades after the Civil War, not years, but decades later when those things went up. And those original men who fought, while they wanted to be honored, they were not so much for the Confederate flag like General Lee. That's something that was added to history. That's a revision of history that was put in there later. So I just wanted to put it out there that General Lee was not for the Confederate flag. He thought it was divisive, and it would not help America come back together after the Civil War. Thank you.